But before we get to them, Brother Greg, I want to ask you this because you know so many people, you met so many interesting folks in your life. Who is the most interesting person you ever met in your life, in your entire life? Yes, sir.
Oh, it's hard to say. I mean, you can't categorize. But people who's had a easy modern life, which is normal.
That's right.
They could tell you who was the most important. But like I said, I didn't realize I was on one of the keynote speakers at the March on Washington tour.
Yes,
the special. By the way, I think that's running tonight. My daughter told me.
That's good.
At 9 o'clock Eastern time.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's hard for me to say. I mean, just off the top of my head, I have to say Lillian Gregory, not just because she's my wife,
right?
Just the stuff that she's able to get into, the stuff that she's done, and so that's why I was so happy of Radio 1 and TV 1. When they showed us the preview, man, I cried. Just the amount of research they put in it.
Mm-hmm.
My wife, Lillian, that's the first time she did an interview in her life. Huh?
She was great, man. I know she's very modest, but I mean, I talked to her. I tried to get her to talk on the show a little bit today. She said, "No, I don't." I had to pull teeth out to get her to talk about squall and about
you had to pull teeth to get her to answer the phone. Sometimes she'll make like she's somebody else.
Oh, really? Oh, interesting. Give that away, huh?
Miss Gregory come in, I will tell her, give her the message, and I can assure you, she will call you back,
Wow.
But she's like that with the children. I got 10 children, and she's never raised her voice to me or them children as loud as I'm talking now. I mean, that's just in her nature. I don't know where it came from.
But then, you know what? It was amazing about her. She actually believed in you. I mean, I think it's so important now because I think the relationship dynamic between men and women now has changed a lot since y'all first courted. That she was willing to take a loan out for you to get sued.
Oh man, that was.
I mean, wow.
Wait, that's chump change, man. What was so brilliant is that loan didn't get taken out after the world knew I was going to make it and become one of the wealthiest entertainers on the planet. She took that out before. I was making $10 a night. You know, back then when I got married, I had no idea where this was going. I had no idea. And to show you relationships, that relationship was there. I'm sure anybody. See, once you married to a person, you see them.
Mm-hmm.
So she know I've never smoked a reefer in my life. She know that.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell that to people. Oh, come on, man, you can't be that high and tell me that. She knows that, huh?
Right.
She knows that every nickel I made in the civil rights movement went to the movement before it went to family. She knows that.
Mm-hmm.
She also got enough sense to know that when black folk go to the military, you get killed. Ain't nobody thinking about your family. Ain't it funny, man? They tell us the problem in the black community ain't no black man at home.
Right.
And we buy into that. All these Negroes that have gone to war for America and been killed, nobody ever said that if you have a family and you killed, it's going to be difficult. They act like only when I leave the house on my own, that affects the family. If I go to the military and get killed and then you have no daddy, that don't affect the family.
Right.
And so we don't see through that because we're so busy trying to appease the killers. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? People were scared, even scared now to talk about, Malcolm X or the Nation of Islam around white folks. Huh?
Yes, sir.
We teach our children, and thank God I had the wisdom not to teach my 3 boys that when you go out there and you see this racist cop, he might kill you.
Now, I just want to interject a little bit because I was thinking about what you said. 2 of the most powerful forces is the black woman and the black church, and your wife has to be a preacher daughter, which is very interesting. She's a strong black woman, or a beautiful black woman. I ain't going to say strong like you told me.